going to retire or redeem some bonds that were originally issued at a premium. So these bonds were issued at 102 because it started out with bonds payable at 100,000, 2,000 premium on bonds payable. Now we're 1 year into these bonds and the company decides to redeem them. So let's say they're redeemed or retired at 105. We'll do that first. So that means we have to take the 100,000 times 1.05, and that's the amount of cash we're going to have to pay to get these bonds, to buy these bonds back. So we know the bonds payable come off the books at their face value. Okay. We know that we have to pay cash of 105. We know that we can't leave the premium hanging around, and so we're going to have to make a debit entry of 1,000 to get that down to 0. So we're going to go premium on bonds payable. And it's not a bad idea to just do the T accounts for these because you tend to get everything right more often. And then, so we now get a total of 101 here, 105 here. So we have actually got a loss on the redemption of $4,000, loss on bond redemption. Okay, so the bond comes on and off the books at its face value. You figure out the cash that you have to pay. You have to remove any discount or premium in this case. And the difference will be a gain or a loss on the transaction. Okay, so that's if we had to retire the bonds at 105. Now let's see what happens if we, the market said, oh yeah, you can retire them at 97. Let's see what happens with that. All right, so that, I guess we can all figure out by now that that's 97,000. So let's see what this does to our journal entry. The premium is still going to have to come off. The bond is going to still have to come off, except now we're only paying 97. So we got 101 over here, we got 97 over here. That looks to me like a nice gain on the bond redemption looks like that also comes out to 4,000. Okay, so we've looked at retiring our bonds. The only other thing that can happen with them is that they will get converted to common stock. And I think that at this point, the only real fact you have to know about that is that we do not recognize any gains or losses when bonds are convertible bonds and get converted to common stock. And if you want to know more about that, let me know and I can, do that in an office hour. But for now, no gains or losses when it's converted to common stock. And you need to know that there are such things as convertible bonds. Okay, so that's it for retiring our bonds payable.